The brand new Starkey Omega AI hearing aids look pretty amazing, and after our one-to-one training with Starkey, plus our real-life listening checks and our in-clinic programming checks, I'm very excited to share with you the new features and advancements in the Starkey Omega AI hearing aids that you should know about before you buy your next set of hearing aids. Hi, I'm Bridget Harley, Director and Lead Clinical Audiologist here at the Hearing Clinic in Hertfordshire. So Starkey has a long history of being a key player within the hearing aid industry. And with the release of this Omega AI hearing aid, we're witnessing the culmination of years of research, including their 8th generation of AI and 3rd generation of deep neural networks, establishing Starkey as a forward-thinking, cutting-edge company in the hearing healthcare space. In the release of the Omega AI, Starkey is taking things to the next level with their AI features that are built into the hearing aids, as well as their intelligent health tracking available on their app. So Starkey don't just make devices that amplify sound. Instead, their philosophy is all about making healthables, devices that do way more than improve your hearing. We will explore all the health tracking features when we look at the app together a little bit later. Now, let's explore the standout features of the Starkey Omega AI hearing aids in detail. But before we explore this technology together, I must strongly advise you that it is very difficult to fully maximize the performance of any set of hearing aids, no matter how advanced the technology is, unless they have been carefully programmed by an audiologist following best practices and using real ear measurements. Now, real ear measurements, also sometimes called probe microphone measurements, involves placing a small probe microphone near the eardrum, which measures the performance of the hearing aids live in the ear canals during the hearing aid programming process. Stay tuned to see how these devices perform during our real ear measurement checks. Now, I would really appreciate it if you could please click the like and subscribe button below. Your support is very, very much appreciated. And if you have been fitted with the Starkey Omega AI hearing aids, then please leave a comment below to let us know how you are getting on with them. We will start by taking a look at the outside of this device. We will explore the design of the shell, the receiver types, and the charger. After that, we will look inside the device and I will explain the range of features that makes this technology so worth considering when you decide to buy hearing aids. We will be looking at the RIC or receiver in canal form factor, but it is worth knowing that this technology has been released across Starkey's whole family of hearing aids, including their ITE or in-the-ear styles. Okay, so starting with the shell. The Omega AI hearing aids have an IP rating of 68+. IP stands for Ingress Protection Against Dust and Moisture. Starkey have built in 8 points of protection within and around the hearing aids, making them more or less waterproof. The new Hydro Shield Pro 10 coating is on the outside of the shell, on the inside of the shell, and it also covers the chip and other components inside the device. Starkey have also added additional seals and gaskets to ensure further protection against moisture ingress. The receiver or speaker wire is also waterproof as long as the Hear Clear wax guard is in place. So this makes the Starkey Omega AI hearing aids a great choice if you love being outdoors or if you like to take your children or grandchildren swimming. And although you wouldn't put your head under the water with these on, you can certainly wear these hearing aids in the pool and they will cope with being splashed. Here are the microphone portals. The hearing aids have both forward-facing and rear-facing microphones, which make up the inputs to the Omega AI's directional microphone system. These hearing aids are also set up for two-way audio streaming, which means that during a phone call from your mobile, you can use the hearing aid microphones to carry your speech back to the person at the other end of the call. So you can have a conversation without having to take your mobile phone out of your bag or pocket. Next, we will look at these buttons on the back. Now, these can be configured by your audiologist to do a range of functions. You can have these configured to control your hearing aid volume. You can change your hearing aid programs. You can stop and start your Bluetooth streaming. You can mute the hearing aids, or you can activate the Edge Mode Plus directly without having to open the app on your phone. Now, additionally, we have an amazing thing that can be configured to the button, and this is the Gen AI Smart Assistant. Keep watching, and in a couple of minutes I'll explain how the Edge Mode Plus and the Smart Assistant work when exploring the tech in a minute. The indicator lights on the rear of the devices are very useful when manually switching the hearing aids off and on again. A long 5-second press will switch them off, which is shown with the lights turning red, and then a shorter press will turn them back on again, which is shown with the lights turning green. Next, we will look at the receivers, or speaker wires as I like to call them. They come in 5 lengths and 4 power levels and can output up to 9.6 kilohertz. So these devices can be fitted from a mild hearing loss right through to a severe hearing loss on the ultra power speaker, which needs to be fitted with a custom mold. Best of all, these wires are incredibly thin, discreet, and very, very comfortable to wear. The charger has a good magnetic pull, which keeps the hearing aids nicely in place during the charging process, and there's plenty of room within the well for custom molds if they are fitted to the hearing aids. There's a lid which closes so the charging lights won't disturb you at night. And there are 2 charging cases available, one a desktop charger, and second a travel charger, which has a built-in battery bank. This means that the charging case can charge the hearing aids without being plugged into a power socket. Now, moving inside these devices, we have a rechargeable battery that will last a whopping 51 hours in the RT model, which is the telecoil enabled model, and also has compatibility for the cross aid. And in the MRIC style, we have 42 hours of battery life. The Omega AI hearing aids will take approximately 3.5 hours to charge from empty, so they can be fully charged overnight. Okay, let's now look at the Bluetooth connectivity. The Omega AI hearing aids pair seamlessly with up to 5 Bluetooth-enabled devices. This means that you can connect to your phone, your iPad, your laptop, your TV or Android phone, as long as the devices are compatible. The Omega AI can pair to older Android phones, and Starkey has a compatibility checker on their website so you can see if your phone is on there. These Omega AI hearing aids are also Auracast ready. Now we get into the exciting futuristic features of this new hearing aid, the DNN 360 technology, Edge Mode Plus, and the Gen AI Smart Assistant. We will also explore the intelligent health tracking features available on the app, which makes this hearing aid so much more than a hearing aid. At the heart of the Omega AI is the G3 Neuro processor, which has the DNN 360 technology and the first deep neural network controlled directional microphone system within the hearing aid industry. So why is this such a great move by Starkey? Well, we know that the most challenging listening situations for people who wear hearing aids is hearing speech in the presence of background noise. For example, trying to hear someone in a restaurant or on a busy street. And the 2 most robust tools that we have within hearing aid technology to help separate speech from background noise is directional microphones and artificial intelligence. Now, directional microphones in hearing aids work well in background noise because they focus on sounds coming from a specific direction, usually in the front, whilst reducing sounds from other directions. This enhances the clarity of the speech of the person you are listening to, helping you to understand conversations better in noisy environments. And the second is artificial intelligence, and this is used to train deep neural networks, or DNNs, inside modern hearing aids. Deep neural networks are trained on millions and millions of sound scenes, which makes the hearing aids much more intelligent at separating speech from background noise when you are listening in complex or noisy environments. Now, this is where Starkey has taken things one step further. They have not only trained their chip to intelligently identify speech, they have now also used a deep neural network to train their directional microphone system. This means that the Omega AI hearing aids intelligently adjust the polar plots of the directional microphones within the hearing aids in a full 360-degree range. And because this is done with much extra precision, it can make all the difference between hearing the person you want to listen to rather than the hearing aid zooming on the louder person at the next table. Starkey claims that you can experience up to 28% improvement in speech intelligibility compared to older models, and up to a 6.5 decibel advantage over competitors. And because these hearing aids also have motion sensors built in, the hearing aids know when you are moving or when you are sitting still and having a conversation with one person. This means that the motion sensors instruct the DNN 360 system about your listening intent. So if you're walking outside with a group of friends, then the DNN 360 will be very agile, focusing on sounds and speech in 360 degrees, compared to when you are sitting still, facing one person in a conversation, and then the directional microphones may take on a more stable, narrow, forward-facing configuration. Okay, finally we will talk about the Edge Mode Plus and the Gen AI Smart Assistant. So, the Edge Mode Plus feature can be used to further improve your hearing within a specific environment. When activated, the Edge Mode Plus will scan the environment, and then the AI will make specific recommendations for that moment. These will then be applied to the hearing aids to improve your listening experience. And now the Gen AI Smart Assistant is quite incredible. You can give it an instruction, for example, remind me to collect my prescription tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m. you'll have this reminder played into your ears through your hearing aids. Next, I'm going to program the Omega AI MRIC hearing aids using real ear measurements, and my colleague and I will then take them out to a noisy restaurant to see how they sound. We will also have a play with the My Starkey app, Edge Mode Plus, AI Assistant, and other health tracking features to show you how these work in real life situations. In our probe microphone measurements, we will look to see how well we can program these devices to a prescription target. And then in our listening checks, we evaluate firstly the overall comfort of the devices. We will then listen to things like the circuit noise, the microphone noise, wind noise, how natural the soundscape is. For example, are distant sounds kept in the distance, or do they become unnaturally close? We will also listen to sudden loud noises to hear if they are kept comfortable, and we will carefully listen to how well they perform in a noisy restaurant. Overall, I'm absolutely delighted with the Omega AI hearing aids. They sound amazing, have a huge range of features and flexibility that you can have tailored by your audiologist. They program like a dream as seen in the real ear measurements, and the additional AI features including Edge Mode Plus, the Gen AI Smart Assistant, and health tracking are fantastic additions for hearing aid wearers to use to customize their soundscapes and for a more immersive and engaging hearing experience. If you would like to test drive these cutting-edge Omega AI hearing aids, then please do get in touch, and one of our team will be very happy to get you booked in. And we look forward to meeting you soon.